Well, tonight, brand new charges filed against Joseph Duggar just days after he was charged with molestation in Florida. This time, charges have now been filed in Washington County. And that's where we begin tonight. Good evening and thanks for joining us at 5 o'clock. I'm Allie Lynch. And tonight, we've learned his wife has been charged as well. Our Doug Warner joins us live tonight outside of the Duggar compound there in Taneytown. And Doug, you've been following this case all day for us.
It's been a very long and very active day for Taneytown police, to say the least. This, again, just want to emphasize, all these charges that we put out on KNWA, our app, just about 15 minutes ago, broke the news, are completely separate from what Joseph Duggar faces out of Florida. Of course, those are sex crimes against a minor that he faces there. These are all incidents that reportedly or allegedly happened here in Washington County in Taneytown. Let's show you this video. This was around 1 o'clock today when I got that police were in search of Kendra Duggar to basically serve her with warrants for 8 additional charges. 4 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor in the second degree and 4 counts of false imprisonment of a minor. These are identical to the charges that we reported earlier today that Joseph Duggar also faces here locally. They tell me these charges stem from the beginnings of their investigating the case out of Florida that dates back to 2020, where a young person has come forward and made claims that Joseph Duggar touched her inappropriately while they were in Florida, Panama City Beach. During that investigation, they said they uncovered these alleged incidents. So basically, they came to this compound that we're calling it. It's the one that was featured on the show, 19 Kids and Counting, for so many years. At the gate for at least a half hour, the gate would not open. Then I'm told that they were told that she would turn herself in at the Washington County Jail, and I confirmed that just a short time ago that is what took place. She has turned herself in at the Washington County Jail. So with Joseph Duggar behind bars, awaiting extradition to go to Florida to face those sex crimes with a minor charge, now he's faced with 8 additional counts, a combination of endangerment, endangering the welfare of a minor, as well as in false imprisonment, both second degree. Those are the identical charges now his wife faced. I specifically asked, when did these alleged incidents take place? They could not give specifics. Obviously, this is still an active investigation, but it does seem to be, they allege, in recent history, as they also uncovered it just this week. We're going to stay on top of that. We're going to hear from the Taneytown police coming up at 6 o'clock. We just, again, as we speak, Taneytown detectives visiting with Kendra Duggar at the Washington County Jail, where she's turned herself in to face those 8 misdemeanor charges, the same charges Joseph Duggar now faces behind bars as well. Allie, back to you.
All right, Doug, fantastic work. Thank you so much. We'll check back in with you coming up at 6 o'clock.
We begin with breaking news tonight amid the ongoing allegations that Joseph Duggar inappropriately touched a victim younger than 12 years old in Florida. And we've learned tonight that Duggar and his wife are now facing charges here in Arkansas. Good evening and thank you for joining us at 5:30. I'm Joshua Pineda. Doug Warner joins us live now from the Duggar home in Springdale. Doug, you were on scene when authorities arrived there earlier today. What have you learned tonight?
Yeah, the reason we're here at the area that's known as the Duggar family compound, the one that was profiled on 19 Kids and Counting when that reality show was on air for a few years, this was the first stop for Taneytown police today when they were searching for Joseph Duggar's wife, Kendra Duggar, to serve her with warrants. 8 counts. We're talking 4 counts of endangerment of a minor in the second degree and 4 counts of false imprisonment in the second degree. Now, I'll show you this video if we can. This is when they 3 different units and another car approached the gates here. We understand with the police, Taneytown police was a child advocate, just because since the father is currently behind bars facing those charges out of Florida that date back to 2020, sex crimes with a minor, those allegations coming forward just a few days ago, that there was a child advocate here just in the event now if the mother was to be taken away. Again, they did not locate her here. The gates never opened. They were told she wasn't here, even though this was, I'm told, a prearranged meeting that she would be served with those warrants right here at this complex, even though Joe and Kendra actually live in their own home about a mile south of here as the crow flies. I was then told that she had decided to turn herself in at the Washington County Sheriff's Office, and I learned just before 5 o'clock that in fact did take place. that she has turned herself in. Just want to explain these counts, these 8 charges that she faces, identical to charges that were levied on Joe earlier today. They are completely separate from what Joe Duggar faces, or Joseph Duggar faces, out of Panama City. That's an allegation that came forward someone 5 to 6 years later, saying there was some inappropriate touching that took place and other situations connected to that. Town Police tells me these alleged incidents, in their view, surfaced while they were helping Florida investigators through that case. So no specifics given as to when these incidents took place. But again, that is ongoing. The investigation is ongoing. And Kendra, as I'm told, in the last half hour at least, was still visiting with Town Police, but has turned herself in at the Washington County Jail, now facing 8 additional charges, just like her husband, based out of Washington County here in Town. Back to you.
Appreciate your hard work there, Doug. Joseph Duggar's sister, Jill Duggar Dillard, reacting to the news, stating her family is shocked and heartbroken by the situation, adding, quote, "We strongly condemn abuse. We support the rule of law and hope that justice will be achieved. Our hearts go out to the innocent juvenile victim of this unspeakable crime and her family."
The Duggar family's 7th oldest child, Joseph Duggar, was arrested and charged with lewd and lascivious behavior conducted by a person 18 years or older and molestation of a victim less than 12 years old. Joseph's sister, Jill Duggar, also wrote on their family blog, "We were shocked yesterday evening to learn of Jill's brother, Joseph Duggar's arrest. We strongly condemn abuse. We support the rule of law and hope that justice will be achieved. Our hearts go out to the innocent juvenile victim of this unspeakable crime and her family." Josh Duggar is speaking about his brother's charges from prison. Josh, who is currently in prison for child pornography, spoke about the charge on March 20th. His attorney told Daily Mail, Josh understands the stigma of being accused. He adds Josh and Joseph are not in frequent communication, but that Josh expresses hope and praise for his brother's well-being during this difficult time. Currently, Joseph is awaiting extradition to Florida, where he is accused of having molested a 9-year-old girl during a 2020 vacation to Panama City Beach, according to multiple law enforcement departments.
Well, Joseph Duggar, accused of crimes against a child, appeared virtually in court this morning. He was arrested at his Town home, but the incident he's accused of reportedly happened while he was on a family vacation in Panama City Beach, Florida in 2020. 5 News reporter Claire Everbach has the details from the courtroom.
Following a hearing at the Washington County Courthouse Friday morning, Joseph Duggar will soon be sent to Florida to face a judge there for the alleged crimes against a child after he was arrested on March 18th. The sheriff's office in Bay County said Duggar is facing charges of molestation of a victim less than 12, as well as lewd and lascivious behavior conducted by a person older than 18. Investigators say they were contacted March 18th by a Town detective after a now 14-year-old came forward with allegations from a 2020 vacation. The alleged victim would have been 9 at the time. The victim told investigators Duggar repeatedly asked her to sit on his lap and inappropriately touched her. Authorities say the incident stopped after Joseph apologized. The victim's father confronted him March 17th, and investigators say Duggar admitted to the incidents to both the father and detectives. If Joseph is found guilty, he could spend decades behind bars. Claire Everbach, 5 News.
Thank you, Claire. Meanwhile, Joseph's brother, Josh Duggar, is serving a 12-year sentence on federal child pornography charges, and he's also now hired a new attorney. He's filed multiple appeals to reverse his conviction, including one in 2025, claiming evidence was excluded and testimonies were false. Duggar was arrested in 2021 after a Little Rock detective found child porn files on a computer traced to Joshua. Investigators say images of abuse of children, including toddlers, were downloaded on a computer at a car dealership Joshua owned at the time. This March, Duggar filed with the new attorney, Bo Brinley, for his appeal, and right now there's no date scheduled for his next hearing on that matter.